And right now we'll switch to the middle mat and Randy Ellen and Rick Lovinger for the championship of Class A.
Standing we've got going on mat 2 at 185 pounds. Dave Witt in the red uniform just getting 2 more points against Ted Keys of Waterford. Dave Wood of Wisconsin Rapids in the red uniform and the up position on your screen needs a victory here to nail down the state Class A championship for Wisconsin Rapids as they traded takedown, reversal, and then takedown again as we're in the final few seconds and an escape for Keys, and now it's 4-3 with 21 seconds to go.
There's an awful lot riding on Dave Witt right now. He has, he's carrying the entire state tournament with him through this match. He's got 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to wrestle. And he alone is going to decide whether or not Wisconsin Rapids or Stoughton walks out of here with the trophy tonight.
Stoughton has 94 points and Wisconsin Rapids with 92 and a half. With 3 seconds to go in the period, time expired. And the first 2 minutes take a 4-3 lead, and Ferd Kogis of Elkhorn with the coin toss, and the choice will go to Ted Keys. Keys coming in with a 28-1 record for Waterford. Dave Wood of Wisconsin Rapids coming in 27-5. Ferd Kogis of Elkhorn. Wallace Dunn of New Richmond, your officials. Kogis is the referee-in-chief here. Second period, Class A, 185 pounds in the referee position. Keys on top, Witt on the bottom, and all the marbles in Class A are riding on this match.
On paper, you'd have had to say that Keys was favored, but with the incentive that Witt has, it's going to be a wide open match. Witt came out strong in the beginning, almost had him on his back, ended up with a 2-point takedown, could have very easily been 5. There's no question about it. Coach Louis Bennett from Rapids got him ready. They know what's riding on it, and you can just expect a super effort out of him right down to the end.
And Keys, under Coach Ross Getris, is a 3-time conference champion and a 2-time national freechild champion and tournament qualifier. 12 members in his family. Dave Witt was down in the state tournament last year but did not place. And he is working now to get out of the grasp of Ted Keys with 1:30 to go in period 2. A 185-pound Class A match. Witt with a 4-3 lead over Keys. Should Witt win, Wisconsin Rapids will take the Class A state championship under Coach Louis Bennett. Should he lose, Laverne Pieper and Stoughton would take home the championship. As we wrestle off the mat, no points are awarded.
No change of position. They're questioning why there wasn't a reversal. They were going off the edge as the action took place. It was a good call by the officials.
And you certainly look at the balance points at that stage of the game, do you not, when they get to the edge of the circle?
Yes, as long as one wrestler is completely inbounds, the wrestling will continue. These two officials have really helped. It's really helped. It's allowed one official to concentrate on the edge of the mat.
And I think we'll get an opportunity to see how close to the edge before the off the mat ruling is made there.
Yeah, very critical call. That could very well decide the entire state tournament.
Minute 15 to go. Period number 2 will set the stage again. Both Stoughton and Wisconsin Rapids with 2 wrestlers in the finals. Both Stoughton's wrestlers have won by a superior decision. Kelly Giese of Wisconsin Rapids lost his match, and now Dave Witt needs a win to bring the Lincoln Red Raiders to the state championship at 185. He currently leads Ted Keys of Waterford High School as he finally gets to his feet.
I'm sure he's coming back, Randy. Just to go back to that.
Well, Witt is all right. He's coming back to the mat with 1:04 to go in the second period. As we await play to resume, Miller now has taken a 6-5 lead over Craker in the B185 championship match, as official Ferd Kogis of Elkhorn is about ready to start the action again.
Okay, Witt's going to have to come out of there. He's sitting on a 1-point lead, and that just isn't enough against a wrestler like Keys. Keys has been very aggressive on top.
Witt coming to his feet.
Keys with his legs in. He's throwing the grapevine. And he's trying to work a cradle right now with the arm instead of the head. They're going to call it potentially dangerous as soon as they come up off the mat and the legs are in.
And we're certainly seeing that more in recent years.
Yes, well, as they're using the legs more and more, if those boys goes back to the mat and fall, it's very easy for injury to occur when they're all tangled up like that.
Witt with a 4-3 lead. 53 seconds to go, period 2. Class A 185-pound championship match. Witt needs a victory for his Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln team to take the state championship. Keys brought him off his feet, but Witt battles back into it.
Keys seems to be able to handle him, but Witt just keeps coming back. Keys definitely looks like the stronger of the two wrestlers. But with that state championship riding on it, I'm afraid that Dave Witt will not quit under any circumstances for him.
They wrestle off the circle. They'll come back to the center ring with 32 seconds to go in period 2. And the final 2 minutes of this match should be quite a finish.
Yes, Keys is looking just a little bit frustrated. He can pick him up, he can throw him around, but he can't get the points out of him he needs. Witt has been doing a good job of getting to his feet. Now, Keys is trying to destroy the base, which he just has. He's got his hips down. That's the first thing he has to do if he plans on tipping him and scoring points. There are the legs going in again. Witt stepping over. Keys may be in trouble. He come out of it. 12 seconds left, second period. Witt's going to have to move fast if he wants to score from underneath. It's important he get another point.
Witt turns Keys toward his back, but Keys again gets out of it as time expires in the second period. Witt clinging to a rather precarious 1-point lead.
And to hang back and ride, we're going to see stalling point, tie it up, and then we may be looking at an overtime. They're just not going to let him hang back on him.
And some 9,000 people have their focus riveted on mat number 2 as Dave Witt and Ted Keys battle in the 185-pound championship Class A match. And again, Witt trying to bring the Lincoln Red Raiders the state Class A championship as Stoughton has taken a slim lead over them, but a victory here by Witt would do it. And we'll keep an eye closely on warnings when it comes to stalling should both wrestlers intend not to initiate action.
Witt's very aware of that. Now he's riding and he's controlling, but you notice he's up around the head a lot, and you're going to see that half going in every so often. Even if he doesn't plan on scoring with it, it's going to go in to appease the referees. Look, I'm after his head. I'm trying to tip him. You're going to see that.
Keys got to his feet, but the action went off the mat. Witt still clings to the 4-3 lead as Keys tries to escape to tie it or reverse to go ahead.
If Witt can keep looking that aggressive on top, it is possible that he could ride him out and win 4-3. That's a very precarious route to go, though. If Keys escapes with 5 seconds left, we have an overtime looking at us.
1:22 to go, third period.
Keys keeps reaching back in for the switch and the roll. He's trying to reverse him. He doesn't want to escape and come to his feet, obviously. He wants the 2 points. He wants to reverse him, go ahead, 5-4, and try and ride Witt out.
We near the halfway point of the final period. 4-3, Dave Witt leading Ted Keys. And now 1 minute to go in the 185-pound Class A championship. Keys trying to fight to his feet, and Witt keeps him to the net.
Yes, he does. And you notice that half Nelson was in again by Witt. Anytime he feels that the referees are starting to question whether or not he's going for the pin, you're going to see him come to the head. He's stepping over. He's okay. Got him in trouble. Stepping over. Witt's still in control. Still in control. He's on the leg. He's going to take this off the mat if anything at all happens here, I would guess. Witt's going to turn it out off the mat so that there's no change of control. He definitely does not want to stay. Control it. 23 seconds left. It just wants to leave this score set right where it's at. And to have to call stalling at this point, you may be determining who's going to be the state champions in Class A.
15 seconds to go. Keys is to his feet. Witt clings to him, tries to take him back to the mat. 8 seconds to go as they go off the mats, and what a final 7 seconds we should have. A 4-3 Witt lead since midway through the second period. The state Class A championship riding on the next 7 ticks of the clock.
Keys has been getting to his feet well, but he has no hand control once he's up. He is going to have control of those hands so he can turn and face him immediately. This is his last shot at it.
7 seconds to go, the whistle. Witt driving. Keys struggles for the reversal. 2 seconds.
Forget it, it's over. Wisconsin Rapids, state champions.
Listen to the crowd, and the Rapids fans come to their feet. Louis Bennett, the veteran coach of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, former state champion coach, sees his Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders nearly lose grasp on first place when Stoughton wins both their matches, but it was Dave Witt with a dramatic game, persevering 4-3 victory over Ted Keys of Waterford to nail down the state championship for Lincoln High School. Talk about wrestling under pressure. I don't know of anything that personifies it more than this match.
Dave Witt carried the weight of the world and carried it through for Wisconsin Rapids tonight.
That's the story from Mat 2. Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln takes the Class A championship.
Rapids wraps up the Class A championship. In the Class A competition, Ted Keys from Waterford and the champion, Dave Witt from Wisconsin Rapids, in the match that was so exciting, in the match that won the state championship for Rapids. In Class B, the runner-up, Jim Craker of Reedsburg, and the champion, Jack Miller of DeForest. And in Class C competition, the runner-up, Al Schultz of Iowa Grant, and the champion, Joe Samza of Lena, as you saw him win by a pin in the first period. There you have the award winners at 185 pounds. Quite a few people remaining here at the field house.